Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Christina from Our Wood Home. This is the first task video for my preparing for winter like the Proverbs 31 woman challenge. If you have not seen the introduction video, I will link that somewhere across the top of the screen here, so be sure to check that out so that you're all caught up with what we're doing. The goal with this challenge is to give us small, slow tasks to prepare for winter with plenty of time to get everything done. There will be bi-weekly videos with different tasks for you to complete if you choose to follow along with this challenge. This is something I'm doing personally, so I thought that you might enjoy doing it with me. The task for this week is to go through all of your winter items, your clothes, accessories, etc., and see if everything is in good repair and if it's still usable. If you have children, this could be something they can help out with. If they're able to, they can help sort things or look through their own things and see if there's anything that needs attention. There's 2 weeks to do this task, so hopefully that's enough time. You could focus on clothing 1 week and then outerwear and footwear the next week if that works best for you. You certainly don't need to go through every single piece of clothing that you own or that your family owns. I would suggest if you don't have the time to individually sift through every single item, focus on big things like coats, boots, scarves, hats, etc., whatever you typically need for winter in your climate. Also look at thick sweaters and jeans and those kinds of things, the clothes that you'd typically be wearing more often in the cold weather. I know that our clothing is in good repair because my husband's clothes are in his dresser and closet all year, so I can see them anytime and know if there's something that needs attention and get to it right away. I keep my seasonal clothes separate because I just don't have the space to store them all together at once. So right now, all of my spring and summer clothes are still hanging up and still folded, but my winter items are tucked away in storage. But I've recently gone through them and I know none of the actual clothing needs repair, except I did come across some socks that need fixing. I knit socks for myself and my husband, and I don't like to just get rid of them if they're damaged, so I always patch them up. Now, let me preface this by saying I'm not an expert at mending socks or darning socks. I only recently learned how to do it properly, so some of it looks pretty bad because I was doing it improperly for so many years. But you know what? It's okay because it's still usable. It just isn't maybe the nicest looking, but it's a sock, so it doesn't really matter. So this sock has a hole right on the bottom that needs fixing, and as you can tell, at this point, this particular sock is maybe more patch than original material, but they're still wearable, so I'm going to keep mending them. So I've got this hole to fix, and then on this different sock, there's quite a big hole at the top here. So I need to fix that because I really like these socks and I don't want to stop wearing them. I remembered when I bought this coat in the spring, I believe, it was missing a button, which was actually tucked right inside the pocket of the coat, so that was very convenient. I bought this coat at the thrift store and I didn't realize it was missing a button until I got home. But the button is here, so I just need to sew that on before the winter so I can actually wear this coat. I believe, apart from these socks and this coat, that's everything that needs attention in our winter wardrobe. I do remember my winter boots were maybe looking a little bit rough, so I'm going to pull those out of storage, give them a once over, make sure they're not cracked or anything like that. And if they are cracked or if they're not going to be suitable for winter, I'm going to make a note of that and start looking for new winter boots. There's plenty of time to do that, so I can take my time, look for a pair that I like and that's cost effective and will meet my needs. I have had a lot of people ask me if I would do a tutorial for darning socks, but as I said, I am not an expert at this. I can do it. I don't know that it's necessarily the best way to do it. I will try to film a little bit of that process. I use a darning egg here I injured my right hand a while ago. It's a fracture that never healed properly, and now there's a bone growth deformity. It looks okay to the average person, but it affects my fine motor skills, especially my knitting. So I haven't been able to knit anything since the start of the year. Even sewing and bread making is a little bit difficult because it requires a lot of hand strength, but I'm going to attempt to darn my socks even with my sore hand. And if it gets to be too much, I will just take a break and get back to it later. Because I'm starting this so early, it's only the 1st of September, I've got lots of time to go back to these tasks. Whereas if I didn't take the time to go through all of my things and see what needs repair, I could be facing winter with socks full of holes and a coat that doesn't button up all the way because it's missing a button. But because I'm taking the time to do this now, I can be better prepared and give myself a lot of time to do that task. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be doing this task this week. If you choose to follow along on social media, feel free to use the hashtag that I've got in the description of this video. I hope that you will be encouraged by this challenge, even if you choose not to participate. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.